of jail? No, you're a boy, ain't you?
Just got out of jail.
Ouch. That's really conducive.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize what I was doing.
Well, look, I'll trade you right now.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I hit on your mom non-stop. Well, no, I don't.
no.
I don't. Ooh. Where's the marrow at, dude? What happened? Wait, is the fans not kicking on?
I have no clue.
He didn't look at it.
Don't
He
drive
was
that
too busy.
Mustang with boots. With heavy steel-toe boots, don't. Just letting you know.
I know how that is. My Camaro is T60, got a T50 60.
You got a rock crusher transmission. All gears, you know what that is, right? Like transmission on your Camaro, the T56 is good. They got a lot of plastic and Teflon. That transmission you got all brass and metal, alloy, chrome. Just for, you can find a used one for about $3,500. Yeah. Fords are expensive, dude. They are. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I see that pretty little Challenger down there that.
Oh yeah, my Challenger's absolutely gorgeous.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. That's freaking gorgeous.
I like it. Oh shit.
Yeah. And punch back. Turn around.
What?
Turn around.
What do you mean?
Turn around.
What's going on here?
I'm going to sit and talk to you in cups. We're going to have a chat. Turn around.
Well, I'm not getting
No.
no cups.
Yeah, actually you are.
For what?
I've got PD on the web where you can turn around and put your hands behind your back.
For what?
Turn around.
Man, open the door.
No, turn around.
Don't put your hands on me.
Turn around and put your hands behind your back.
Don't put your hands
Turn
on
around
me.
and put your hands behind your back.
Why? What are you doing this to me for? Why are you doing it?
Now! Hands behind your fucking...
What are you doing this to me for, man? Wow!
Ow! Holy shit!
Mom, you just shot him.
I did. Call PD.
Mom! Oh my God!
911. 911.
Mom, you...
911. Don't go out that window. I just shot a man on top of the roof of the house. On the third floor.
That video that you just seen happened in this suite right here, number 314. Okay, so let me explain to you what you just seen. So the man in the video was one Brandon Williams. So Brandon Williams, back in July of 2017, he had gotten arrested for burglarizing a hamburger joint here in Stillwater. I guess work had dried up, or he really needed some quick money for whatever he needed quick money for. So he was arrested and charged with, amongst the burglary, he was charged with drug possession. So that's probably why he was burglarizing the hamburger joint. So he goes to jail and he hires Miss Carrie with signature bail bonds. And normally, if you don't know how bail bonds works, let's say you get arrested and your bail is $50,000. Well, a lot of people don't have $50,000, so what they'll do is they'll hire a bail bondsman, they put up their $50,000, and then you pay them 10% of the bail, which would be $5,000. And after you see your case through, then they get their money back. You don't get your money back. That's the fee that you paid them. So July 31st, 2017, Brandon gets arrested. He gets taken to jail. And, Miss Carrie bails him out. About a week later or so, she gets a text from him saying that he's, quote, gone to Florida. Now, when you get arrested and you're out on bond, you have to work very closely with the bail bondsman, because if you skip out on that bail, they don't get that money back. That's why a lot of times you see stories of bail bondsmen shooting people, tackling people, all this and that, because yeah, that's $50,000 that they're going to lose if you escape. So on August 9th, 2017, Chastity has to figure out a way to get Brandon into her office to arrest him, to take him back to jail, because she's like, oh, the hell with this guy. He's going to skip out on bail. I'm not going to lose my $35,000. And he had only put up his Ford Mustang as collateral. I don't think he gave her the $3,500. I just said he probably just told her, here's my car, take the car. So so she has to figure out, how can I get this guy into my office? So she texts him and says, hey, I know somebody, I think my son, he might want to buy your car. And he's like, all right, cool, yeah. Well, you know, he does drugs and he needs money for more drugs. So he came to that office. And she had no intention, of course, of buying his car. She had every intention of taking him back to jail and just saying, screw it. And then goes ahead and it gets her $35,000 back from the court. And when he finally seen what was happening, he tried to escape out of that window right there, and to no avail. He would have got shot right outside one of those windows, right there on that little porch, fire escape right there. He was probably trying to get down that ladder and then down that other ladder, and then that would have been it. But yeah, that did not happen. So let's discuss the rest of the story of what happened. So later that month, she's charged with first-degree murder. Now, when she shoots him, the bullet enters the right side of his back and exits out his left chest. That bullet went through both of his lungs and shredded his aorta right through his heart. There was no way this guy would have been able to survive that kind of wound, even if he had gotten shot at a hospital and the best doctors in the world were there. So he dies, she gets arrested, she's charged with first-degree murder. So they're going to court. Now, the prosecutor in this case, Laura Austin Thomas, you know, the prosecutor, they're going to look at the evidence of what's going on in that case. And they're going to look at the evidence and they're going to charge according to the law. So Laura Thomas, she felt that she can get a first-degree murder conviction from this case. And looking at that video, I think most of us would agree, because she shot him in the back. She didn't have to shoot him. She could have let him escape. She could have fired a warning shot, tried to get him to surrender. She did not have to shoot him. However, when she went for the first-degree murder, there was no options for manslaughter or reckless use of a gun, attempted murder. There was nothing. It was either first-degree murder, guilty or not guilty. That's it. The jury, they didn't have an option. And so they went to trial, and basically Chastity Carey says during the criminal trial that this guy, Brandon Williams, was a flight risk. He had told me that he was going to Florida, and also he sexually harassed my daughter. This guy was very scary, and as you can see the pictures, Brandon didn't look like he was a stranger to the workout room. This is a big guy. You know what I mean? And she said in court that Brandon basically stroked the neck of her 20-year-old daughter, came onto her. He came on to Chastity, would grab her leg. So he was supposedly sexually harassing these people. And depending on if you're going to believe that or not, that just depends on you. And in her opinion, she was scared to death of him, and that was nothing but self-defense. Now, do you believe that? I don't know. You still shot him in the back. But anyways, both sides rested their case. Chastity's lawyer, a man by the name of Jared Stevenson, swore up and down that this was nothing but self-defense. This guy was coming on to her. He was coming on to her daughter. He was a very scary individual. He has quite an extensive criminal record. He's a big, scary guy, and she's a lonely, defenseless woman, excuse me. So the jury comes back with not guilty. And let me tell you, I knew about this story for the last 4 or 5 years. I actually found out this story from watching horror stories, one of my favorite YouTube channels. By the way, horror stories, if you're out there, where are you, buddy? We miss your uploads. Come back, please come back. And while you're gone, I'm going to try to, pick up the slack a little bit. But anyways, shout out to him. So I found out from horror stories about this video, about this story. And since I was in the area, I thought I'd come by and show you guys where it happened. So she gets off scot-free. And, basically the jurors, they said we would have convicted her if manslaughter was on the table, but it wasn't. It was either first-degree murder, saying that beyond a shadow of a doubt, she meant to kill him. So if you're a jury and you're getting all these instructions and you're, saying you're listening to both sides and the judge is like, he's asking the jury, did she mean to kill him? Like when she shot him, was this self-defense? He's a scary guy. She doesn't know that he's going to possibly come back in the office and kick both their butts and take her gun away from her. I mean, all of these things are, weighing in the minds of the jury. And even though some of the jury members were angry that they voted not guilty, they, in a sense, they did their job. And their job was to, interpret the law in the best way that they could, and they did. And, me personally, she definitely should have got a prison. I'm not going to say that was a first-degree murder, but that was definitely a first-degree manslaughter for sure, because she didn't have to shoot him. But the jury did their job. This guy, he was, you can say that the defense attorney for Chastity Carey said, this is a big hulking guy. She was scared for her life. She didn't know that he was going to, come back in the office and take her gun away from her or this or that or blah, blah, blah. Who knows? But the family of Brandon Williams was planning on filing a lawsuit against Chastity Carey. I'm pretty sure she has some kind of insurance through her business. So I don't know. But according to the internet, I don't know if Chastity Carey is still in the bail bondsman business. It says online that she sells life insurance. I don't know how true that is. More than likely, I would guess she's still in the bail bondsman business. She probably put the business in her son or her daughter's name, or maybe her best friend, maybe her mom or dad. Who knows? Should she have gone to prison? Most definitely. But there's another more important lesson to be learned from stories like this. And that is, I hate to say it, that guy, Brandon Williams, definitely did not deserve to get shot and killed. But when you live that kind of life where you're committing crimes, you're breaking into people's businesses, and you're doing drugs, and you're looking for quick ways to make money, you gotta be aware that kind of life is going to catch up with you. It may not, but it will. And in this case, it caught up to him in the way that he least expected it. In hindsight, he should have just went ahead and let her arrest him. But that guy, him trying to escape, kind of shows you what kind of character he had. And I think the jury, and I'm just, thinking out loud, maybe I'm trying to put myself in the position of the jury. I'm thinking that they're looking at this guy. He's a big, scary guy. He has somewhat of an extensive criminal history, and he's desperate enough not to go to jail to where he's going to escape and jump out of a window and scour down the fire escape. She's a, single woman or whatever you want to call it. And, The if you want to believe the sexual harassment part between her and him, and her daughter and him, yeah, I think the jury's really not gonna. They're probably just not going to really feel badly for this guy. Anyways, of course, simply my opinion. Guys, leave a comment below. Tell me what you think about the story. Tell me what you think about the bail bondsman lady. Tell me, do you think she should have gone to jail? Should she have gone to prison? You let me know. All right, guys, I am out of here. I got to hit the road. Have a good one. Peace out.